We're continuing forward.
Not everything blew up in the calamity. Why, Colford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt. So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too. It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron. That learning led to some interesting inventions. The raw power of the world fell right into our hands.
Okay, we got the flame bellows. Flame bellows is not required to...
With the cauldron's fires became an addiction.
Okay, narrator over. The flamethrower is not required to beat this level. It does make many of the enemies easier. Makes getting rid of brush, dead grass, trees, whatnot easier. But it's also pretty weak at this point. It has no upgrades, while the rest of my gear has upgrades all over the place. You can see that you can hold this for a good while. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage at this point. But it's really good specifically for these birds. I highly suggest using this for...
Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here.
Okay, I gotta concentrate. I hate the birds.
It's awful hot in there.
Just like that. So yeah, I hate the birds. I'll take you out real quick.
Better off not knowing.
The second dream
Scent of sulfurous dirt.
has a lot of birds in it. And I definitely use the Flame Bellows to beat it on the 10 Gods challenge.
Best to keep out of the cauldron. Taste the air so hot it sticks to your lungs. Cook those things, but you can't eat them. Never thought we'd find so much life in all that ash. We kept on sifting through the cauldron's secrets anyway.
Going back to my pike. Even if you don't specialize in the pike for throwing, it's still quite powerful for just having a throwing weapon.
We swept aside, the more life we found.
Until it's fully upgraded though, you can't pierce armor, so I am used to basically having the pike be a lot stronger here.
Place as inhospitable as they come. But still, we pressed on.
Go get at this.
After all, when we looked down inside Colford Cauldron, looked down through all the smoke and flames, we saw in there the heart of the world, the heart now laid bare by the calamity.
So naturally I pick up this shard and I'm going to face all these stink eyes. So if it's the first time you're going through the game, Flame Bellows may be actually better than what I'm doing to deal with these stink eyes, to deal with the birds, to deal with the amount of armor you're dealing with.
We had to have it. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Charleston Bog. Luckily, the cauldron cooked up a little shortcut for him.
I'm also used to having the carbine having area effect.
Sure, it ain't the most convenient path. Biggest stink eye he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side. Well, it ain't polite to stare. Where there's one stink eye, there's always more. The cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell. The kid don't
sure why my character faced the other way there.
With a good spyglass, you can still see the cauldron from the city. But all the fires died out. There's nothing left of it. It comes back looking like the inside of a chimney. We're all a little short on friends these days, so that's a welcome sight.
So this is the last little friend you can get.
They said the wild could never be tamed. If only they could see us now.
And for getting all those, well, for getting 15 of them. I think there's 18, 20 something. Maybe I'm wrong.
The culture. A still life of old unwanted keepsakes.
But I'm pretty sure you don't have to get 100% of them to get this achievement. So, 1500, not bad. Bunch of other ones here, gaining secret skills. Just walking around and activating the world to rise up below you. Each one of those tiles is 1 point of progress. So you don't have to just go and explore every single corner, but doing so will get this a little bit faster. Maybe a mission or two faster. Nothing in here. Oh, maybe that. I might care about that. But for sure, let's upgrade this.
Gotta make sure the pointy end's fastened on real tight. The shard works like a charm. You can hear the monument's heartbeat again.
So, I said this in another video, but upgrading the Foundation, I believe, just gives you a single secret skill. Foundation. The Arsenal with the shard. So you want to, if you have a lot of upgrades, like here, I could upgrade this, but you can only go to 3 upgrades on any weapon until you get the shard.
Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city.
I don't have all the pointy things. I believe if you miss certain items in the levels, they actually show up in here, especially key items. That helps a lot. Oh, full brandy. Whale Ale is still very strong. I know a lot of people recommend using that in builds. I try to avoid using secret skills when I'm using a lot of gods because some of them can be reflected, basically making them useless. Oh, let's just keep going.
We spotted a pecker carrying a shard to Mount Zand.
Try to do this level quick enough. Keep this under 30.
Can't rightly call Mount Zand a mountain anymore.
It's a harder level though.
Mountains now. There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go. So they figure they'll hold out right here on a slab of mountain the Calamity forgot.
So if you do struggle on this level, I would recommend getting something armor piercing and then just holding the shield out in front of you. as long as you're only dealing with one of these lunkhead frog things at a time. You can also sometimes trick them into jumping off the edge. Stuck on that. But he dropped something. Maybe not.
Good thing for those beasts the Calamity saved leftovers. We only found their little lair because they found themselves a little shard.
Not quite what I was trying to do.
All the valuables they could find.
I think this is the final lunkhead.
The creatures of the wild, they've been building a bastion of their own. They even dragged their children into this. Without a doubt, the situation stinks.
Nice little level up there. So killing this stinkweed or whatever opens up a little path here. You can't get to it otherwise, but you can reach across, like I did.
Best thing we can do for those beasts right now is put them down quick and clean.
I don't think there's anything in this bush, nope. But to pick up the drop there from the stinkweed, it'll get snuck up on by that.
There's only one kind of mercy left these days.
We got a mortar. And as with every level that you get a new weapon, there is an arsenal nearby. You can almost immediately just go right back to what you had.
What the city left behind, those beasts took for themselves.
And as mentioned before, if you just touch the arsenal, it will refill your potions and stuff. Well, the mortar is still really good. I'm apparently not close enough for this. So you could kill all three of those guys right there pretty easily.
Look at it this way. It's either them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our Bastion is everybody's game, not just ours. Unfortunately, there's no explaining that to a simple beast.
Wow, I failed really hard there. There we go.
Those beasts been hard at work fixing up the place.
Sometimes you can hip shoot the carbine really easily, and other times not so much.
They've rounded up their survivors, just like we have. They've been searching for cores and shards, just like we have.
So if you want a little extra experience, you can kill all those, or you can just go up here.
Just like we have. We just really need their shard. Kid got it fair and square.
And you can just run straight through.
With all those things. We'll all be better off once the Bastion is complete.
So yeah, you can get a lot of extra experience there if you want. I think each one of those breathing, what do they call them, lung blossoms. I think each one of those is worth probably 5 or even 900. Something in that range. Definitely more than the 10 or 50 or so that you get for normal enemies. And that can give you quite a bit. But I just walked through it, and that's fine.
That thing right up, didn't we? Made these goings on a little livelier.
Gonna turning off all the exclamation points here.
Suppose it's true a little song can put things in perspective.
You can change the music. Don't need any of those.
The conscience. We haven't lost everything, long as we have that.
I feel like a lot of these quests are a little silly. We just need to see one more enemy here. That's not bad. This one requires you to spend money to get money. So while it's not a terrible achievement, it just kind of doesn't feel extremely valuable. This one's the same thing. You have to spend money to get money, but the value of it's not bad. Spend 10,000, you get 2,500, and it's not on something specific. It's just anything you want. Whereas in this has to be specific. So not great. I don't know. And each one of these single weapon, like this one, I should probably have gotten at this point, but I haven't focused on it. This one's just regular progression, so like a lot of this is just regular progression, and I'm okay with those. But you have to spend money on something very specific, then not really gaining anything unless you're trying every single weapon out in that case. Going for the damage resistance. I'm taking way too much damage right now.
Old brandy is thicker than paint.
I'm used
Makes
to,
your skin feel as tough as knife bark.
definitely used to having like 8, 9, or even 10 unlocked here. Having beaten New Game Plus before really making these videos. Oh, that's... But we did 2 levels. We're at 26 minutes. Oh, I need to do that. I keep forgetting that. Here we go.
The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though. The arsenal's complete, in case we need protection.
Yeah, that's what you get. Now this is a pretty good one. Springs open and mobilizes everything in a certain range of it. I've seen people recommend this for some of the dream challenges. I didn't use it, but I didn't use a whole lot of black tonics in general. You ever unlocked more gods? Only the base 4. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll stop it here, and we'll keep going in another video.